So pretty much like everybody at this point, I've gotten the Haslab Proton Pack. So I did a couple changes, just some quick changes to it. I just added actual electric tape in certain spots. I didn't do the yellow tape because I don't have any right now. And then I changed out this wire sleeve. But I know I've seen some videos where they've, fully replaced this rubber wire with actual wire. I'm not going to do that. I have this part that I put over it. And outside of a couple paint things, like I'm going to paint right here, I'll paint that gold. And maybe a little bit of weathering, specifically on this yellow wire sheath. I'm not going to do too much to it. I actually kind of like where it's at. The only thing I might change is on this thing. I don't like the color of this orange. I know it's a functional button, but I think I'm going to change that out maybe at some point. Everything else looks great though. I'm really happy with how this thing came out. I know everybody's got a highly detailed review. So I'm not going to go too in depth because there's a million out there on YouTube already. For whatever reason, if you've never seen this pack, basically you have your on-off right here, the little red switch, just like in the Afterlife movie. This is a volume control, and it does some cool stuff. So like when it's turned on, okay, hopefully that's a little better. And so like I said, when it's powered up, and if you disconnect this piece right here, and it'll actually do like a warning sound, which is pretty cool. If you want to hear what it sounds like, right now I have it set to the Ghostbusters 1 mode, or I think this is actually the Afterlife mode, and then inside there's a switch for Ghostbusters 1. So I'm going to go ahead and take off this front bumper. So this piece just comes all the way off. And then this has two pieces that slide in, so it's pretty easy. And then you can just disconnect this, and these wires both completely come off. So you see here there's two toggle switches. So this first one does the rumble. It enables so the whole pack kind of vibrates. And then this one changes from Afterlife 1, or I'm sorry, Afterlife to Ghostbusters 1. Alright, so I got everything back up, and I apologize for this video being a little shaky. I generally try to stay away from talking while I'm filming because I'm just not good at doing both, so. Alright, so the original sound I had, I guess, was the Ghostbusters one. So if I take this off now, gives you that sound, which sounds like it was the same sound to me, quite honestly. Alright, I went ahead and switched it back to what I think is the Ghostbusters 1 mode. Okay, so it's moving like it would for Ghostbusters 1, so if I take this off, there you go. So that's the sound I was getting earlier. I don't know why it wasn't working just now, but it kind of gives you that same alarm. It's that same alarm you get in Ghostbusters 1 when they turn off the ecto containment unit and the building's about to blow up, which is kind of a nice throwback. So, of the videos I've seen so far, and I did attach the wand here. I'm having some issues with it functioning, quite honestly. And I don't know if it's a battery problem, but I've changed the batteries a couple times. So if you switch it on there, so it's working now. And now if I turn it off, should in a second turn the pack off as well. Okay, there you go. So I don't know what happened, if the batteries were just low before, but I've been having some issues with it. So like I said, of the videos I've seen so far, I haven't really seen what the inside of the cyclotron looked like, so I'm going to go ahead and open that up and just show you what the inside cover looks like. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the inside. Well, that piece comes out. Just believe me when I tell you. There's really nothing on the other side of it anyway, which I'm gonna bring over to my chair here. It's got like these little like, oops, I just shot. It's got these little like caps on the inside. Now I don't know what the technical term for these things would be, if there even is one. But these things come off, and I'm not sure why or what they're supposed to do. But same thing with all these wires that are in here. They'll actually disconnect. But that's what the inside looks like, and it basically gets power from these 4 contacts here, and that's what powers the LEDs that are inside these little cubes here. So the only function you really get is the on-off option with the wand. I know that's been covered probably ad nauseum, but just for anybody who's curious, like my son, who is 3 years old, was pretty devastated that he couldn't make it do the ice from the gun on the backpack, because the one I made for him, he's able to turn the cyclotron lights blue. Also pretty devastated that this one doesn't have the Bobby Brown On Our Own song, which is another just cruel torture for him. But overall, I really love how this thing looks. I think it's great. For the price point, you really can't beat it. I know a lot of people have talked about this part also. There's a little like hidden compartment here, so you can put stuff in there. But I mean, with the stand, I'm not really going to use the marshmallow stuff that came with it, or the little marshmallow guys. My son is playing with those. The Spangler journal was somewhat corny, but also kind of cool. So just all in all, just super happy with this, and I really hope they offer it again, because I didn't know this was even a thing until like the last minute. So I hope they make this available for other people. I know there's people who are going to be upset about that because, you know, they got it and they want to be able to sell it for a higher price, but there are fans who legitimately, unfortunately, missed out, and it's not because, you know, they didn't want to spend the money, it's because they didn't know about it. I mean, not everybody's in tune with every single thing that's happening in the Ghostbusters world, so hopefully, even if they don't do this exact one, maybe they can do a 1984 or Ghostbusters 2 one, or do a Ray Stantz pack, or a Venkman, or a Winston pack, and just something to appease other fans who may have missed out on something like this. And even if the price point is a little bit higher than it was this go around, I think most fans would be happy to pay for it. And that's all for this video. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week.